list of opponents. Another good team from Eritrea. Chono. What a team the Kenyans have got, but Lynette Masai will be hoping she can finally get the gold. Genzabi Dibaba, younger sister to Tirunesh. Twice she's won the World Junior crown. This her first step up to the seniors, but look at Melkamu on the right-hand side. 5 bronze medals and a junior gold. Can she finally get the global crown in the senior ranks? Fernandez leads a quality team for the Spaniards. European champion over 1500 meters. She was 4th in the World Championships in Berlin 2 years ago. Now the hush and the big start.
On your mark.
Here we go then. The senior women's race is underway. Great to see some of the European nations sending full squads. The Spanish, of course, you'd expect that because they're at home. But we've also got a decent turnout from the French and from the British as well. Charlotte Purdue, who's featured in the top 20 in each of the 3 years she competed in the World Cross as a junior, making her first step up to the senior ranks as the Inter-Counties champion. Real prestige involved in being the top European to finish here. It's all been about the East Africans so far. But individually, Lynette Masai is one of the stories we're interested in. So often the bridesmaid, and that even in spite of the fact that she's set the pace in some of these races. And even though she's the world champion over 10,000 meters, she's already said the one she really wants is the cross-country gold. And I'm delighted to be joined in the commentary box for this race by IAAF Vice President and double Olympic champion over 1,500 meters, Seb Coe. And Seb, I know you were out on the course yesterday having a jog round. It's fast,
little slower
it's
than this.
flat, and it will definitely suit the track athletes, this one.
Oh, there's no question about it. It's a very classic European cross-country course. This is not mud and branches that's so characteristic of the Northern European scene. And you're right, it will favour the track men. It'll probably favour the guys that have had an indoor season rather than a cross-country season. It's a very fast course with a few timbers in the way, just for the athletes to polish their hurdling technique.
Yes, they've done a good job, these organisers. They're hoping that this will become a winter training centre of excellence. Good weather all year round here, very warm today, and these women will be feeling that, but a couple of short, sharp inclines. There's Melkamu in the centre of your picture, and it's interesting today, Seb, we haven't necessarily got the Tirunesh Dibabas, but with Melkamu and with Lynette Masai, we've got great stories of women who've done it as juniors, but they desperately want that senior title.
It's the toughest transition in track and field, in cross country, in anything in our sport. The toughest transition is that move from successful junior to senior. And that's actually probably the toughest coaching transition, and it's mentally and physically the toughest period in the athlete's career. And with both those athletes are quite capable of graduating, but it's actually just getting the title under their belt, and the rest of the career tends to develop from there.
Yes, long way to go, of course, and we'll try and keep you posted on the leading Europeans. We've had some good battles on that one.
There is a real close correlation between the performances you're seeing out there and the performances on the track. I think that particularly in Europe, we've got a generation of middle distance endurance coach that has developed the thought that there is no link between cross country and ultimate track speed. And I think that you can almost track the diminution in European endurance performance to the lack of cross-country. Interestingly, of course, Great Britain, Spain, here with full teams at every discipline. And on the track in Europe, they're the ones that are also leading the way endurance-wise. And it's really important for athletes. I mean, you know, Bekele, Gabri Selassie, Turgat, all these guys have won junior and senior world titles at cross-country. And it's really important for athletes coming through to recognise it's a part of the mental and physical conditioning.
In fact, three, just having a look at Flanagan of the United States. 3 non-Africans have won since '94. Sonia O'Sullivan in 1998. Paula Radcliffe won it twice in 2001 and 2002. And then Benita Johnson, now Benita Willis of Australia. She's not here this year, but she's been a big supporter of the race. Benita Willis. She's finished 7th and 4th, as well as the title she won in fine style in 2004. So Flanagan on the left of your picture, representing the non-Africans and doing it well. But Masai is at the front. This is the beginning of what she did for the last 2 years, only she hopes that the déjà vu does not happen, because on both the last 2 years, she was out-sprinted by one of her countrywomen, having done all the hard work and having split the pack. Masai and Cheruiyot. Wude Aleu, the sister of Piwot, almost coming unstuck there. The woman on the left of your picture, she just had a little bit of a wobble. We're looking at Fernandez, the European champion over 1,500 meters last year. Flanagan's having a great run in the back of shot there, well inside the top 10 at the moment. And just to put her performance into context, you have to go back to 2006 to find the last time a non-African finished in the top 10 in this race. What a run by Charlotte Purdue as well. 15th at the moment. This is her first attempt at the World Cross Seniors. She had a 16th, a 15th and a 14th as a junior, going very well at the moment. So too Fiona Britton, representing Ireland and doing it well. Flanagan's trying to dig deep. She's trying to find something to stay with the lead 6, but there are 2 groups now splintered. Just got a glimpse of Dibaba, younger sister of Tiranesh, and she's struggling with the pace. Hasn't been in brilliant form this winter, so perhaps we were expecting that a little bit. Fernandez is just inside the top 30. There she is. She'll have the Australian Tamset to chase. Baroncina, the leading European at the moment, leading 2 Europeans, Charlotte Purdue of Great Britain and Fiona Britton of Ireland. But let's get back with the leaders. Cheruiyot and Masai. And Melkamu is off the pace a little bit. These 2 are driving their way from the rest of the field. Cheruiyot, the African champion, the world champion, the Commonwealth champion over 5,000 meters. Lynette Masai, world junior champion in cross-country on her debut 4 years ago. And surely, Melkamu, it could be déjà vu. 5 individual bronze medals she has, and she's trying to hang on for a 6th. But look at Shalane Flanagan of the United States, absolutely flying, trying to get herself on the podium. And she's going past the Ethiopian. And this is going to be a battle royale for the bronze. Flanagan's having the race of her life here. This is class. So while she battles with Melkamu for the bronze, and she's looking in good stride and good heart at the moment, we're trying to work out whether Masai can hang on to her countrywoman. These two have been roommates here this week. They're good friends, and Cheruiyot has got 5 or 6 meters. Is that the definitive advantage that she needs for the gold? Flanagan has dropped Melkamu, and she's closing in on what would be a fantastic bronze medal. Vivian Cheruiyot won the World Junior title in 2000, has never quite managed until today to replicate the kind of form that took her to that gold medal and the 5,000 that she won in such dramatic style in Berlin. Five seconds the gap between Cheruiyot and Masai and Shalane Flanagan. And Cheruiyot is extending her lead. And I just wonder, having a look, Flanagan's running really well. I just wonder whether there's not far to go, so she would have to mount an incredible sprint to try and get past Masai and turn a bronze into a silver. But she's having a go. But Vivian Cheruiyot can hear the applause, and she can sense the finish as she skips over the logs effortlessly for the last time. We really are watching one of the very greatest distance runners in the world, and Masai is going to have to settle for second place once again. Great run by Flanagan. Vivian Cheruiyot looks over her shoulder. Her lead is sizable. And Vivian Cheruiyot is going to add the world cross-country title to her track crown over 5,000 metres. A big smile. She's repeated what she did as a junior 11 years ago. And Lynette Masai gets the colour she least wanted, silver for the 3rd year in a row. And what about that from Shalane Flanagan, the first non-African born medalist since 2002, 12th last year. Suddenly she's a bronze medalist. What a career this young woman is turning out to have. Big smile, perfect drive on the last of the 2K loops. And she has the world senior title to go along her junior crown from 11 years ago. Masai will be hugely disappointed with that. And what a performance by Flanagan. One of the Japanese athletes just coming over very tired. Good run by Hattie Dean in 21st. As Cole of the United States pushes towards the line alongside Aguirre. 7th in the European Championship Marathon last year. Been around a very, very long time. And look at the exhaustion in some of these women. They are leaving everything out on the course. Confirmation then, Vivian Cheruiyot, the world champion over 5,000 metres, got the better of her countrywoman and her roommate here in Spain. Masai has to settle for silver once again, and Flanagan, a fantastic bronze medal, pushing Melkamu out into 4th. Charlotte Purdue, leading European, a superb performance on this, her first outing in the World Cross as a senior. Good team packing by the Americans, Huddle, Levy-Boulay and Russell, all inside the top 20, helping them to the bronze. Confirmation of the team results. Kenyans take victory once again, another scalp over the Ethiopians, a second bronze in successive years for the United States, and what a performance by the Britons, coming home in 5th place, edging out Uganda.